I'm Stan Sylva, the Forest Supervisor of Modoc National Forest, and I'd like to visit with you today about the great opportunities and landscapes we have on the forest. Today we're going to have a chance to look at some of the beautiful country here in Modoc country, look at some of the landscapes, look at some of the opportunities and conditions that exist here in this beautiful part of the state. I want you to join me. I think you'll enjoy the quick tour. We are in the process of revising our forest plan. I think you'll see how unique the forest is and the kind of opportunities that we have, and I want to invite the public to actively participate with us, develop the next plan for all you folks that use the forest and promoting a healthy condition of our landscapes. The Medicine Lake Highlands is the smallest unit that we identified. It's 50,000 acres, and that's where Medicine Lake is located. It's heavily used by recreations during the summer for water use, and then heavily used by snowmobilers in the winter. It's sacred ground for the Klamath tribe and the Pit River tribe, and it's also an area where we've had interest in developing geothermal energy. And so this area here will incorporate all those opportunities and interests that people have and develop into some proposed strategies and conditions and guidelines, just like the other areas across the forest. The Modoc Plateau coniferous landscape, and it's 400,000 acres, primarily the pine forest across the Modoc Plateau. And this landscape is where we receive the heaviest density of wildfires. It's where we have livestock grazing, is very important to the grazers. It's where we have recreation that provide really quiet recreation for people across the entire landscape. And it's also where we have some of our water developments where fishing exists. The density of trees across this landscape has been managed through time, and parts of the forest are in healthy conditions and parts are not, because there still remains too many trees in various timber stands. So to accelerate the thinning and prescribed burning of the dense stands to promote forest health, forest resiliency, certainly is a goal that we have over the next 20 years. Another landscape that we identified is the coniferous forest landscape in the Crowder block up near Crowder Guard Station on the northern part of the forest. This area has been fairly intensively logged by private companies in the past, but it still retains timber stands that are too thick and not in a healthy condition. So we continue to need to thin the trees, reduce the stand density, and do some prescribed burning to reduce the fuel loading, which will help with our suppression of wildfires as well as promoting healthy habitats. And we have a fairly large suburb of elk that spend most of their time up there. So we've gotten funding from the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation to promote habitat conditions in this location. The sage steppe landscape that runs west to east across the central part of the forest, the Modoc Plateau, and it's comprised of the grasslands, brushlands, sagebrush lands, and juniper stands in the center part of the forest. This is an area where we've had extensive wetland development for wildlife and other water-related species. It's also an area where the petitioned sage grouse is located, so that's a special concern. And it's an area that's used a lot by our ranchers and grazers for summer feed for their livestock. This landscape has been identified as one of the most endangered landscapes ecosystems in the United States. So it certainly calls for special attention. And we recently developed a strategy for management of this ecosystem, primarily through the removal of invasive juniper and noxious weeds. The Big Valley Sustained Yields Unit, which is in the surrounding Big Valley, comprises 200,000 acres. And like I said before, it was established in 1950 to promote the stability of the communities in Big Valley. So this area is being looked at individually to see what opportunities we might have to continue to support, provide timber products for commercial ventures, sawmills, power plants in the Big Valley area. The primary species is ponderosa pine, and there's also a number of white fir in that location. So it's a mixed conifer stand condition and provides an opportunity for diversity of species that promotes diversity of habitats for wildlife species. The Warner Mountain landscape is on the eastern part of the forest, and it runs from the Madeline Plains up to the Oregon border and beyond, but that's outside the Modoc National Forest. And this area has a large number of live water streams that come out of the high country down into the valley floor, into Goose Lake or into Surprise Valley, provides irrigation water, and also provides fishing and a cool place for hikers and campers during the summer to visit. There's a few lakes up in the wilderness that provide water recreation opportunities, fishing. It's also grazed and is an important area for the ranchers for a location to put their cows in the summer while they're haying their fields on their own private ground in the summertime. The South Warner Wilderness area is located in this landscape. It's 70,000 acres in size, and it's in the southern Warners, and it provides recreation opportunities for hikers, horseback riders, and it's very lightly used, so the people that actually use it find a real quiet recreation experience that they won't see, essentially won't see in any other location in California. Well, the day we had the opportunity to look at the forest, I'm sure glad that folks took the time to do that with us. We have a great opportunity to continue to promote healthy forest conditions, at the same time providing recreation and other opportunities for all you folks that use the forest. I thank you for watching and listening. I ask you to continue to participate with us in our plan revision and our day-to-day work, and collectively I believe we can move the forest forward in a positive way and meet your needs as well as the needs of the National Forest. Thank you.